I've seen really well-educated people go out and do stupid stuff. Judges, Supreme Court justices, do stupid stuff because they got angry. Professional athletes, because they got angry. They lose their temper. Dignified people in the community, well-educated college professors, and do stupid stuff. You know why? Because you cannot educate your emotions. And they're out behaving in an emotional way. And see, most of our emotions are controlled by hormones or some type of drug. And so if you get under the influence, now you can't control your emotions, and your emotions make you do stupid stuff. So you have to be very, very clear that I'm going to put my emotions on a leash. Things that cannot be tamed must be leashed. They must be kept on a leash. You got a dog and you don't know what he's liable to do, and you're going for a walk. You have to put him on a leash. You're not going to kill the dog. If you're still alive, there's a little dog in you. You know what we call a female dog. You know. It must be kept on a leash. Some folks don't want theirs on a leash. But if you don't want to do something stupid because you lost control, and I know people who lose their jobs because they respond without thinking, because you cannot educate your emotion. You got to put this thing on a leash. And so when they start telling you something, even though you don't agree with it, but you know they're the boss and they sign your paycheck, let me tell you this: submission is to lordship and leadership, not dictatorship. You don't submit to dictatorship. Submission is to the lordship of Jesus Christ. Submission is to lordship. It is through godly delegated authority in terms of leadership, but it is not dictatorship. Not dictatorship. So you have to uncock the weapons that harm us through uncontrolled emotions. And here's number 5. You got number 1 through 4? Unblock every obstacle within you. Unlock every door of your greater potential. Unstock inventory that's not profitable. Uncock weapons that harm through uncontrolled emotions. And number 5, you'll find the key to this as well in verse 40. Notice here, they ridiculed him. Now that's him. They ridiculed Jesus. They ridiculed Jesus. But when he had put them all outside, put them out of your mind. Put them out of your mind. He put them all outside. Folks that were ridiculing him. Here's the thing. Number 5, all of these rhyme if you haven't noticed. Unblock, unlock, unstock, uncock, unmock. Now, I'm a writer. I have a license to make up words. Unmock, mock. When you mock someone, M-O-C-K, when you mock someone, that is the same as ridiculing a person. Now listen, here's the principle. Stop mocking things of God that you don't understand. Stop mocking things of God that you don't understand. They mocked Jesus. They ridiculed him, but Jesus put them out. Now, there'll be folks on your job that will mock you, and you may not be able to put them out because you may be in their building, but you can sign off mentally and put them out of your mind. You have to have what I would call little areas in your mind that give you a little instant vacation. Laughter is an instant vacation. Always keep something funny in your mind. It'll take you away from cantankerous people that will try to rob you of your joy. You see, so unmock. You stop mocking the things of God. Don't let people who ridicule and mock you, because you'll be trying to do the right thing and then somebody will start mocking you. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. I'm blessed and highly favored. And they'll just start mocking you. Have you ever been mocked by somebody because you were trying to do the right thing and they just, oh, here come Miss Goody Two Shoes. And the folks start mocking you. Start mocking you. But you don't mark the things of God that you don't understand. Don't mark those things that you don't understand. And when folks start marking you or ridiculing you, put them out of your mind. Don't let them cause you to lose your job over it. You don't need to get to fighting over it and lose your job, be put on probation. You can't afford to have 3 days off of work. You can't afford to be put out of school. You put them out in your mind. See, that's where they want to get to you. They want to get up underneath your skin by getting to you mentally and emotionally. But you have the ability to unmark, to just put these folks out the same way that Jesus put them out. And all that Jesus did, he took the child by the hand. You have to take people by the hand just like a little child and simply say, Talitha Kumi, little girl, I say to you, arise, arise. You have to say something, in other words, that lifts people. Take people by the hand and encourage them. You don't ever know what has happened to people and what comes to knock the wind out of them and discourage them. Learn to encourage people. That's all it is to lift a person up, to lift the person up. It's giving life to them. You know, the word in Spanish for encourage is the word animar, which almost sounds like animate. It's like giving life to something that's not even real. You are encouraging that person. When you take somebody by the hand and say, Talitha Kumi, it's not that you literally have to tell them arise. You say something that helps them to arise. You say something that lifts their spirit. You have to be able to realize that in your mouth is the power of life and death. Choose life so that you and your seed may live. Now, the reason that I believe that he says to choose life so that you and your seed may live is that you reap what you sow. God knows where you are, and in the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, you can be struggling with something for years, and all of a sudden, when you have decided that I am going to be faithful to God and I'm going to wait on God's timing, God can move heaven and earth on your behalf, and in the twinkling of an eye, something will change that you've been praying for and waiting for 10 or 20 or 30 years for your break to come in life. And all of a sudden it can come just like that because of God's divine timing. He's able to just cause things to work together for your good because you love him and you're the called according to his purpose. And so I am called of God to be able to speak life to individuals, to lift them, so that if you're down in the dumps and if you've been going through things that have discouraged you and knocked the wind out of your life, and you realize that life is not fair and that people are not just going to bend over backwards trying to make things happen for you, but there is a God who loves you. And he has relationship with people in the earth that can help you. And God is so awesome that he will even make your enemies bless you. And God will bless you at times in ways that your enemies can't do a thing about. And he will prepare a table before you right in the presence of your enemies. He's not going to bless you in the boot, in the back, in the corner, in the dark, and under the table. God is going to bless you in the light so that they can see it, and they're going to realize this is the blessing of the Lord that maketh rich and adds no sorrow to it. It's time for us now to come out of places of obscurity and darkness where let the redeemed of the Lord say so. And they ought to be able to look at you and tell that God has healed you. There ought to be a glow about you. And I'm declaring in the name of Jesus even now that just like people, women in the natural, when they get pregnant, there's a pregnancy glow that is on them. That you ought to be glowing because God has something on the inside of you. There is divine potential on the stand to your feet right now. That right now, in the name of Jesus, something that has been dormant in you, I declare that a glow will come on your life. And they're going to be looking for those people. Jesus said, the Bible said in Isaiah that they are going to come to the dawning of your light because there's a gift in you. There is a gift in you. And that thing is going to light up and somebody is going to see the light. When the world is in darkness, they will see the light. There is a gift on the inside of you that has been lying in obscurity, in dormancy, in the name of Jesus. But I declare to you right now, I prophesy light Arise and shine, for thy light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. In the name of Jesus, may you glow because of what God has put on the inside of you, because you are pregnant with divine purpose, because you are pregnant with gifts and talents and abilities, and your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. Your gift will make your place of employment come to notoriety. It'll cause it to where it will be seen. God will make an example out of where you are and the way that you do things. He will give you something unique. I decree it in the name of Jesus that you will light up with God's purpose on the inside of you and shine, and God's glory will rise on you, and the favor of God, uncommon favor, will give you uncommon results. Uncommon favor giving you uncommon results. Uncommon favor giving you uncommon results in the name of Jesus. That the light of God will shine from you, and those in darkness who sit in darkness shall draw and come unto the light. When Jesus was in the earth, he said, I'm the light of the world. But then he turned to us and said, ye are the lights. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Touch yourself and say, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Touch yourself again. Say, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Thank you for watching Power for Living with Bishop Dale C. Bronner. Until next time, God bless you.